any back rounding or any flexion in the spine, that's the word I'm looking for, then you've gone too far. So the next rep, you want to go a little bit less far. So I'm going pretty damn low here because I've worked to get a little bit more flexible in this position. For you, you probably won't be able to get this low. You can go to parallel if that's achievable. I love this exercise because we're getting some hamstring stretching and lengthening, but we're also using that backside to what's the word I'm looking? Power us, fuel us, move us up and down, right? So the hamstrings, glutes, and back. Hold at the bottom position for 10 seconds on the last rep. Stand up. Feel good about yourself. And next is the deep squat sit. So you're simply just going to sit down in a deep squat position here. For some of us, this will be easy. This will be a bit of a break. For some of us, I see some of you dudes out there, this will be nice and stiff, and this will be a really challenging position. I used to be just like you, but I spent a lot of time doing the stuff we're doing in this routine. So if you're feeling comfortable here, you can do these little elbow presses against the knee to kind of open up the hips. If not, if you're feeling really stiff, just go ahead and sit in this position. And if you can't get deep into this, then I'm going to have you elevate your heels. Take some books, even just take your shoes, place your heels on them. That's going to allow most people to sit down into a deep squat. And if that still isn't doing the trick, you can just go ahead and hold on to something in front of you, a chair or a wall, and that will do the trick. You'll be able to get down here somehow. So that was a minute right here. I'm going to do another 30 seconds or so and just kind of, I don't know, I was feeling like changing positions. I don't know what to tell you. But try to get comfortable here. You can do some bounces like I'm doing. You can kind of wiggle around. This is another thing that's missing from our culture. We need to sit down in the squat more. And at this point, there must have been a really good song going on because I was feeling it. We're going to move into the downward dog press. So we start in a quadruped position. Knees can be on the ground or floating, and we're going to press back into downward dog. Now, this variation is the bent knee variation, and I actually don't have this in the official daily practice. So you get the exclusive here on YouTube. I like the bent knee variation because it allows us to get more into the spine, keeps the hips tucked, and it allows us to press into that thoracic spine, that middle of the shoulder blades position. So I do 5 there, and then I start extending my knees into a fuller downward dog position. This is challenging, of course. This takes hamstring flexibility, calf flexibility, and spine flexibility, of course. So once again, you may not be looking like this. Your heels may be off the ground a little bit. All that matters is each day we're trying to get a little bit deeper into this down dog position, and same as before, the chest is being pressed towards the knees, trying to press that chest and head through. You can hold in the last one for 10 seconds or so. From here, I just walk myself back into a little forward fold stretch. You can, depending on your flexibility, you can pull yourself into this, or you can just let the torso hang down. I'm just doing this as a little transition here for about 10 seconds or so. So go ahead and stand back up. Now, one thing that I haven't mentioned is that this whole routine requires absolutely no equipment. Beside from the stool that I had here, which you could replace with a wall, so anybody's gonna have a wall next to them. You can do this whole routine with nothing, and that was by design. I wanted it to be that way so there would be no excuses. The last exercise is the basic crawl. So you're in your quadruped position, and you're just gonna move opposite limbs forward to propel yourself forward. Keep those knees close to the ground and try to keep your torso really neutral here. Notice how I'm moving slow and controlled. I'm not getting a lot of lateral or rotational movement from my hips or my torso. I'm trying to keep everything stacked in a line. So I did one little round here. I think I'm going to do another one because I was feeling good. And make sure to really press the ground away with your hands. This is reactive core strength. This is the core strength that's really usable in life, right? This is how you should be training your core. And if going backwards is too challenging in the beginning, just practice going forwards for a while and you'll get the backwards eventually. Guys, that's it. Hope you are feeling as good as I am. If you enjoyed doing this routine or just watching it, be sure to like the video, and I appreciate you. You can peace out from here, or if you're not sick of me by now, you can stick around and listen to me talk a little bit longer. So the reason why I created the daily practice is for two reasons. Number one, the physicality of it. The daily practice hits all the big ranges of motion in your body, so it allows you to maintain and improve and gain on basic mobility, flexibility, and movements. Now, number two, the part that is more important to me is having a daily practice, a daily routine, especially in the physical sense, because we're all living in physical bodies here, is very, very important. And I think that it can really create positive change in your life, because not only are you creating this positive habit that you're doing something for yourself every day and you're doing something good for your body, but you're also proving to yourself that you can prioritize yourself and take yourself seriously. And what I see with people is once you start implementing something as simple as this routine, you start feeling better. You start feeling more flexible and stronger, and that leads you into, hey, maybe I want to do more strength training. So you find a strength training program that you like. You start walking more. You start listening to some health and fitness podcasts, and basically you just create this cascade and snowball effect in your life of just implementing more and more good shit. It's very, very important to know that it starts with something simple. It doesn't start with committing to doing 30 boot camp classes a month. It starts with something simple as taking 10 to 15 minutes a day, proving yourself that you can do that, and then building upon it. Guys, thank you for letting me turn this YouTube video into a podcast. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. You know what? If you made it this far, comment below. Let me know. Let's see. If you made it this far, comment your favorite color below. That's how I'll know that you made it all the way to the end of the video. My favorite color is red. I'm going to comment that below. Like I said, I appreciate all y'all. Subscribe to Strength Side as always.